Hello, welcome to my channel Arcube Maths. My name is Rajshekhar. So today I am going to explain previous questions of NTSC, so which are useful for students who are preparing for NTSC. So let us see first question. The diameter of sphere is decreased by 25%. By what percent does its curved surface area decrease? So we know that sphere curved surface area or total surface area of the sphere, curved surface area or total surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. So here diameter of the sphere is 2r. So here given, if diameter is decreased by 25%, so what percent does its curved surface area, CSA, will be decreased? So that is a question. So by using shortcut formula, so we can find answer simply. So remember that here x plus y plus xy by 100% or x plus y plus xy percent. So this is the formula. So here diameter of sphere is decreased by 25% means here we can take x is equal to y is equal to minus 25. Decreased means take negative value. If increased means if there will be given increased means take positive. If we get answer negative, that indicates so decreased. If we get answer positive, that indicates increased. Now substituting in this formula, so x is minus 25 plus minus 25 into minus 25 upon 100. So here minus 50, so minus into minus becomes plus. 25 square is 625 divided by 100. So we get minus 50 plus 6.25%. So minus 50 plus 6.25 means 43.75%. So minus indicates decrease. So 43.75% is the right answer. So option B is right answer. So remember this formula. By using this formula, we can find the solution within minute. Let us see second question. If the length of the circumference of a circle is 60 centimeters more than its diameter, then length of its circumference. So in the question given information is, suppose let radius of the circle is 7 centimeters, we get diameter is 14 centimeters, so this is D. So we get circumference 14 pi centimeters, so circumference means pi D. So what is the difference between these two? So 14 pi minus 14, difference between circumference and the diameter of the circle. So here when circumference is 14 pi, so their difference should be 14 pi minus 14. Okay, if difference is 60, so what will be circumference? So that is question. So here observe here, if difference is 60, what will be the circumference? 60 out of, so 14 common, 14 into pi minus 1 into 14 pi, so that is equal to 14 will be cancelled. So we get 60 pi upon pi means 22 by 7. So 22 by 7 minus 1 means 22 minus 7, 15 by 7. So 15 by 7. So 60 pi into 7 by 15, 15 ones 4 times will go, 7 into 4, 28 pi is the right answer. So 28 pi is the right answer. Let us see next question. If mean of 10 consecutive odd numbers is 120, then the mean of first 5 odd numbers among them. So here given information, mean of 10 consecutive odd numbers. So given mean of 10 consecutive odd numbers is 120. So this is the mean. So after this mean, so there exist 5 consecutive odd numbers. Before mean there exist 5 consecutive odd numbers. So 120 is the even number. So 121 is odd number. Next one 123, 125, 127, 129. So before 120, 119, 117, so 115, 113, so 311. So we get 10 consecutive odd numbers. So whose mean is 120? According to question, so first to 5 odd numbers. So what is the mean of first to 5 odd numbers? So observe here, first to 5 odd numbers are, so these are, so middle most one is the mean. So 115, 115 is the mean. So this is answer. So option B is right answer. Okay, so remember one thing here. Suppose if the number of observations are odd, the mean of consecutive natural numbers, mean of consecutive natural numbers, or mean of consecutive even numbers, mean of consecutive odd numbers is middlemost observation. Remember, this is very important point. So according to this, so here mean of this first 5 observations we can say directly. So 115 is the mean. Suppose n is even, means number of observations are even. So the mean of consecutive natural numbers, or the mean of consecutive even numbers, or mean of consecutive odd numbers means the mean of the middlemost 2 observations is equal to the mean of the all observations they are given. Suppose here number of observations are 10. So here given 10 observations, mean is 120. So here middle 2 observations are 119 and 121. So the mean of these 2 is 120. So the mean of 119 and 121 is 120. That equal to mean of all 10 observations. Remember this very useful fact. Okay, so like this we can find answer easily. So I hope you like this video. So thank you for watching. See you next time.